to Asian Odyssey. If you're like me and you live for those heart-pounding, bone-crunching Asian action flicks that don't hold back on the violence, then get ready for some serious heat. Today, we're counting down my personal top 10 best brutal Asian action movies. These are the ones that deliver insane choreography and pure chaos from across Asia, where the characters go through absolute hell. Hit that subscribe button, give us a like, and let's get into the carnage. Starting off at number 10, we have the 2018 Indonesian splatterfest The Night Comes For Us, directed by Timo Tjahjanto. The story follows Ido, one of 6 elite enforcers for the triad known as the 6 Cs. During a village massacre, he has a sudden change of heart and turns his weapon on his own men to protect a young girl. This single act of mercy ignites an all-out war as the triad sends waves of assassins after him, including his former best friend Aryan. The violence in this movie pushes boundaries even for Indonesian action cinema. The actors are absolute machines. Iko Uwais and Joe Taslim bring a reckless, savage style to head-to-head fights that feel genuinely dangerous. It holds a 6.9 rating on IMDb. Coming in at number 9 is Paradox from 2017, a Hong Kong-Chinese neo-noir action film directed by Wilson Yip. The story follows a Hong Kong police negotiator who travels to Thailand to search for his teenage daughter after she vanishes while on vacation. He teams up with a local detective, but their investigation uncovers a horrifying organ trafficking ring with ties to high-ranking government officials. When the law fails him, he decides to take down the entire network himself. The film takes clear inspiration from Taken, but carves its own darker path. The action ranges from gunfights to hand-to-hand brawls, with Louis Koo breaking bones and taking punishment in equal measure. Tony Jaa unfortunately doesn't get enough screen time, though his rooftop fight where he catches a falling child midair is spectacular. This movie holds a 6.5 rating on IMDb. Number 8 takes us to South Korea with A Bittersweet Life, a 2005 noir masterpiece directed by Kim Ji-woon. Sunwoo is a loyal enforcer for a cold-blooded crime boss and is known for his perfectionism. He is given a simple order: watch the boss's young mistress and kill her if she's cheating. But when he catches her with another man, he makes a split-second decision to spare them. That one moment of mercy destroys everything. The organization turns against him, even burying him alive, but he claws his way back from the grave for one thing: cold and calculated revenge. The action isn't constant, but when it erupts, it's devastating. Lee Byung-hun became a star with this role, playing Sunwoo with a quiet intensity that explodes into controlled fury. This film holds a 7.5 rating on IMDb. At number 7, we have the cult classic Battle Royale. This 2000 Japanese film is the grandfather of the death game genre. In a dystopian future, the government passes an act to curb juvenile delinquency. A class of 9th graders is gassed on a bus, kidnapped, and dumped on a remote island. They are given random weapons ranging from pot lids to machine guns, and 3 days to kill each other until only one student remains, or everyone dies. Basically, it's a twisted exam where friends are forced to kill friends, and the only passing grade is survival. The action varies wildly. Some deaths are quick and brutal, while others are drawn out and tragic. The sequel, Battle Royale 2 Requiem, tried to expand the lore into a war movie, but it honestly lost the claustrophobic terror that made the first one a masterpiece. This movie has a rating of 7.5 on IMDb. Number 6 is a fresh hit, The Shadow Strays from 2024, another Indonesian powerhouse directed by Timo Tjahjanto. The story revolves around a teenage assassin who is suspended from her organization for being too volatile. While in exile, she bonds with a young boy whose mother was murdered by a crime syndicate. When the boy is kidnapped, she decides that agency rules don't matter anymore. She goes on a rampage through the Jakarta underworld, tearing through politicians and gangsters alike to get him back. The choreography here utilizes speed and agility over brute force, featuring bladed weapons and close-quarters combat that feels incredibly claustrophobic. There's a knife fight in a kitchen, a hallway massacre, and a finale that rivals anything in Tjahjanto's previous work. This movie comes in with a 6.5 rating on IMDb. Number 5 is Flashpoint, a 2007 Hong Kong action crime film starring the legendary Donnie Yen. The story follows Detective Ma, a man known for his explosive temper and a history of using excessive force. He is on a mission to take down a trio of Vietnamese brothers who run a violent smuggling ring. When his partner's cover is blown and he is left permanently disabled, Ma stops trying to arrest them and starts trying to break them. The first hour focuses on building character and tension, which some viewers might find slow compared to Donnie Yen's previous work. However, the film saves its best for last. The final 15 minutes are pure combat euphoria. This movie has a 6.7 rating on IMDb. At number 4, we have Ong Bak film series that introduced Muay Thai to the world. The first movie follows Ting, a Muay Thai fighter from a small village who travels to Bangkok after thieves steal the head of a sacred Buddha statue. Then he fights his way through the criminal underworld to reclaim the artifact. While the first is a modern-day story, Ong Bak 2 and 3 are prequels set in 15th century Thailand, following a warrior named Tien on a revenge quest that showcases various Asian martial arts styles. The original film revolutionized martial arts cinema by featuring no wires and no CGI, just pure athleticism. The bone-crunching sound design and the sheer physical power of Tony Jaa are timeless. The sequels went a bit weird with supernatural elements, but the first film is still the gold standard for the franchise. It holds a 7.1 rating on IMDb. At number 3, we've got New World, a 2013 action crime directed by Park Hoon-jung that's like The Godfather with a Korean twist. The story follows Ja Sung, a police officer who has spent years working deep undercover in the country's biggest crime syndicate. When the organization's boss suddenly dies, a power struggle erupts, forcing Ja Sung to choose between loyalty to his police superiors or survival inside the gang he's grown to know too well. The pacing is deliberate but never dull, slowly building suspense until it bursts in shocking violence. Lee Jung-jae delivers a career-defining performance as the conflicted agent, and Choi Min-sik as the calculating police chief is magnetic. New World has a 7.5 rating on IMDb. At number 2 is The Man from Nowhere, a 2010 South Korean thriller that is absolutely devastating. The story follows Tae-sik, a quiet pawn shop owner with a dark past whose only connection to the world is a neglected little girl named So-mi. When her drug-addicted mother steals from the wrong people, both mother and daughter are kidnapped by a brutal organ trafficking ring. Tae-sik embarks on a bloody rampage through Seoul's criminal underworld to save the only person who matters to him. This film is stylish as hell, blending razor-sharp tension and incredible knife fights with that classic Korean emotional depth. Won Bin's transformation from a withdrawn shopkeeper to a precision killing machine is outstanding. He doesn't say much, but his eyes scream pure rage. This one claims a 7.7 rating on IMDb. And finally, at number 1, we have the undisputed Indonesian champions, The Raid Redemption and The Raid 2. In the first film, a SWAT team gets trapped in a 30-story apartment block run by a ruthless drug lord and has to fight their way out floor by floor. The sequel picks up immediately after, and following the survivor Rama, as he goes undercover in prison to infiltrate a massive crime syndicate. If you haven't seen these, drop everything and go watch them right now, because you can't talk about brutal action without these two. Director Gareth Evans and star cast created something truly revolutionary. The first film redefined the genre with its lightning-fast Pencak Silat choreography, while The Raid 2 somehow tops it with the legendary kitchen fight. Both of these films are highly acclaimed, sitting at impressive IMDb ratings of 7.6 and 7.9. And that's the list. If you want a part 2, don't forget to hit that like button and let me know in the comments. Also, drop your own suggestions below, and I'll see you in the next one.